The Biden-Harris administration is expected to rescind the Mexico City policy any day now. This would mean that the U.S. would use taxpayer dollars to fund groups that perform or promote abortions around the globe. Matt Hadro, senior D.C. correspondent for Catholic News Agency, joins us now. He's closely monitoring the situation. Matt, thanks for being back with us. What has the Biden-Harris administration said about the Mexico City policy so far?
Well, President Biden, when he was on the campaign trail, promised to rescind the policy. So far, the administration has actually been kind of silent about what they're going to be doing, with the exception of Dr. Anthony Fauci. He's the chief medical advisor to the White House on COVID, and he told board members of the World Health Organization last week that the administration intends to repeal the policy in the coming days.
Are there any other executive actions planned on abortion from the administration?
Yeah, on that note, the Geneva Declaration, which was an international statement signed by the U.S. and 31 other countries in October, that states that abortion is not an international human right. The Biden administration is expected to revoke that. That was part of the Trump administration's broader agenda of countering not just abortion, but groups that promote abortion ideology on the world stage. And I think what we're expecting is going to be kind of a sea change in the Biden administration in how the U.S. partners with different groups on the world stage, such as Planned Parenthood Global, that promote not just abortion, but abortion ideology in developing countries. I think at home, the Biden administration is also expected to repeal the Protect Life rule, which it was Trump administration policy that resulted in Planned Parenthood pulling out of the Title X program and forfeiting around $60 million a year.
And what have U.S. bishops said so far about the Biden administration on this issue on abortion?
So, yeah, on the first day of the Biden administration, the bishops sent a long statement around 3 pages saying that they were going to be praying for President Biden. And also speaking to the unique aspect of this. He's the second U.S. Catholic president, and they're used to dealing with someone in office who is not Catholic. Now that there's a Catholic in public office, they're really going to have to be making an appeal to conscience. And so, they stated that there are areas of agreement between the conference and Biden. And they said they are not partisan players. They are trying to speak to conscience. But on the issue of abortion, that remains a preeminent, not only, but preeminent priority of the conference. And because of the destruction, because of the number of lives lost to abortion, and because of its destructive effect on the family.
And how significant is all of this, considering this is the week of the March for Life? It's now going to be virtual, but it's pretty significant to hear all this news at this point in time, isn't it?
Yes, and in normal times this would have been very significant, and now with the march going virtual, even more so. It's still happening. There are going to be pro-life leaders marching through the streets of D.C., but that's going to be a stark contrast with the statement of President Biden and Vice President Harris last week on the anniversary of Roe on Friday, when they upheld abortion. So the march happening on the anniversary, around the anniversary of Roe, is going to be a big contrast to that.
Matt Hadro, senior D.C. correspondent for Catholic News Agency. Thanks for being here with us.